Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Auto Auction YouTube channel. Now, I know I haven't posted in like 10 days, I think. Something like that, I don't know. Now, I know y'all are probably wanting me to post more and be more consistent, and I am going to be doing that and be doing that better for now on going on forward. Now, I've been doing some things outside of YouTube and off camera, so... Because I've been working on this thing. It's been riding good. So today's video is going to be about the old school huffy. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a longer one, so y'all stay tuned and stay around, because I got some good news for y'all. So, in a previous video, I said to y'all that, I would try to go talk to the previous owner. And that's what I did. So I went back and talked to the previous owner named Bob. So, shout out to him. Hopefully, he sees this video. I told him my channel. And I got more of a backstory. Because I didn't know much about this bike when I got it. Now, it's almost the end of July. Today's the 24th of July. July 24th, 2026. And I got this bike in May, guys. And it's been 2 months, almost 3 months, because in August it'll be 3 months officially. I got this bike on May 2nd, right before school was about to come to an end. And this bike has been through a lot. I've spent a lot of hours. I've spent a lot of work. I've put in a lot of money. And she's here. And basically, I'm very proud, and I want to say thank y'all very much for being here from the beginning and watching the videos and coming along on the journey and seeing this bike come back to life. Now, this bike, I've been riding in it because it looks good. Now, I'm not quite done with it yet. There's still a little bit of odds and ends I still have to do on it. Like, I'll show you guys real quick. I still need to touch up on this. Just this like little part back here, the back fender, and then that's it. The bike will be done. And here's another thing I did. I don't know if y'all can see. Remember right here where there was rust? There's no rust anymore. So that's good. So back to the story about the owner. I went back to the owner and I showed Bob this bike. And guys, his face expression was completely shocked. He didn't even recognize this bike. And he told me how long it took me. I said it took me about 2 months, because I told him that he gave me this bike in May. And he's like, wow, man, you must have put in a lot of work in elbow grease. I said, yeah, I did. And I asked him this. I said, did you ever think this thing was coming back to life? He said, no, honestly, man, I didn't think this thing was coming back to life. And I said, I had faith in it from the very beginning, man. I told him, I said, I knew this thing would come back to life. I had faith in it, right? And I'm honestly really proud of how hard I've worked on this bike just the past 2 months, going on almost 3 months. It was a lot of work, and I must say it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it, because this thing looks so good. Like, this bike looks so good. I love it. Like, I'm taking it camping. We're going camping this coming up weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm bringing this bike with me. Bringing it with me. So I'm going to take it out somewhere and go around and ride it while I'm camping. So I'm very excited about that, because it's never really left the city. And another thing that Bob told me is that this bike was sitting for 10 years. I asked him how long exactly it was sitting. He said around 10 years. I told him I thought it was sitting for about 10, 15, 20 years. He said no, 10 years. So that's 2015. So from 2015 to now, it's obviously riding and it's up and it's brought back to life. But all from 2015 to about 2 months ago, it was sitting. But now it's up, fixed up, riding, and enjoying its life, and it has a second chance at life. And I asked him, I said, so where was it sitting for the longest time? He said it was sitting out back under his porch before he put it on the side of his house, out where it was open in the elements, where it got snowed on, rained on, for 10 years, straight up for 10 years straight. And yeah, he said he was very impressed with me, and me and him kind of just talked about his other bikes he had. After we were done talking about this, he was showing me like his bikes and stuff, and he's an older gentleman too. Sorry, I'm tired. So yeah, he's an older gentleman. He's pretty nice. So yeah, I want to say thank you again to Bob for giving me this bike, and for me giving this bike a second chance at life. Honestly, guys, it was a long journey. It absolutely was a long journey. I had faith from the beginning, but there was times where I almost gave up, and I was like, you know what? I can't give up. I just got to keep pushing. And man, it was absolutely worth it. Now, I should have gotten this on camera. I might include the video. My friend recorded this. The video is not really good, but like from the very beginning of the video, I had some fun with this thing. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I had some fun with this thing. When I mean this thing gets, she gets, bro. This thing gets, okay? So, I took it up to, like, a park right up the road. There were some, like, rocks and some dirt or whatever. And all I'm saying is she lit up the back tires. That's all I'm saying. She lit up the back tires, and boy, I was impressed. Now, the first time that this happened, I was at my grandma's, and I was visiting my cousin. Me and him were riding the bikes up and down the road. We were at this apartment complex, and it had, like, loose rocks and a bunch of, like, dirt. And I wasn't, like, standing up on the bike. I was sitting down on the seat, and I went to go pull out of the parking lot, and it went, the back tire spun, and rocks and dirt just flew, and it was all dusty and stuff. And yeah, and that wasn't even on purpose. That was actually an accident. And she wanted to show her real side. That was the first time she woken up and showed the real side of herself. Down the way home, I did it. Now this time it was on purpose. On the way back home from me leaving my grandma's, I did it the second time. The second time it was on purpose. The first time it was on accident. Second time, did it again, found a parking lot. Third time I did it again, and I said, alright, that's enough. So, yeah, and I did it up at the park. I haven't done it. I only did it one time up there. I'm not trying to go too hard on her, because these tires are like 10 years old. These tires are 10 years old. And another thing that's surprising to me is that these tires are not cracked. They are not flat spotted. They are not dry rotted or falling apart. They are in good condition. Now, if you look on the white part of the tire, there's like little bits of like cracks in it, but it's not splitting, it's not falling apart. It's still got good tread on both of them, and they cleaned up very well. So yeah, that's another thing that's surprising to me is how are these tires not cracked and dry rotted and not falling apart from sitting for sitting flat for 10 years straight. That's just a mystery. But yeah, these tires are original. Everything is original on this bike besides the seat, the handlebar grips, and the front inner tube. I had to replace the front inner tube. So, the inner tube was about $20 at Walmart. Handlebar grips were about like $20. The seat was for free. I had it laying in my toolbox. So yeah, I spent about like $40 on this thing. I needed to get two more things for this bike. I needed to get tire caps. I need to get bike lights. And maybe clean this thing up again, and it will be good. And I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to send it down the road, because this thing, it's got me stumped, man. It's made me fall in love. So, yeah, but she will absolutely rip the back tires, okay? She wanted to wake up, and she said, alright, it's time for me to wake up. Let me show you my true side. I was impressed. It absolutely shocked me that day when that happened. man, that's all I got to say. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get on out of here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. And I just want to say very much thank you for being here and following along and coming along on this journey on this bike. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next one.